Welcome back to my second iMovie tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show us how to add title pages, add pictures, how to save pictures into iPhoto to be able to access them in iMovie, and what happens if you saved a photo in iPhoto but it's not showing up in iMovie. So as you can see, I have a project up here that I'm circling. I have nothing in there right now. So if you see where I'm hovering over on the right hand side of the screen, the T stands for title. So this is where you can add all of your titles. As you can see, this one right here is a centered theme. This is in your lower third. This is in the lower right. These are scrolling credits. This one has like a background. So if you just click, drag, drop up top, you'll notice that now this is where I can actually choose my background. So if I want a curtain, organic theme, so I'll just go through and show you. You can also insert your own picture here rather than use a background color. Right now I'm just going to click on curtain, and then this is where I can title my work. Okay, when I'm done with that I can press done. So now you can see when I press the space bar it starts going through and there's my first title, my first slide I should say. Now if I want to start adding pictures, if I go to the internet, open Safari or any browser that you want to work on, and let's say I was doing one on prairie dogs, and I click on images, there are lots of different prairie dogs that I could choose from. So let's say my first one right here, I have a few options. Number one, I can click, drag, and drop down into iPhoto. So if I click on the photo, drag it down, and just drop it right into iPhoto, you will see that it saves in iPhoto for me. There's my last import. I could also press Control, click on the picture, and I could add image to iPhoto library. So either one of those options will work. And I'm also going to do this one. I'll do the Control click to show you add image to iPhoto library. I'll open up iPhoto, and you can see my last import, sure enough, was a prairie dog habitat. I'll go back to my iMovie. Now to add a picture, I'll click on the camera, and as you can see, I have the two photos that I want to use. If I click, drag, drop, there they are. Click, drag, drop. So now you can start to see my movie taking place. If I wanted to add titles, I can once again click on the T, and now I can start adding even titles over top of my pictures. Maybe I wanted to put it in the background. So if I wanted to put a title over, say, this picture, you can see my title is here, and I can type prairie dogs. So now when my video is playing, that actually shows up. Now let's say that I open up iMovie and those photos are not in iMovie, but I know I saved them in iPhoto. The problem is that they probably weren't saved as a JPEG. So in order to figure that out, if you go back in, press Photos, and go through your photos, if you click on the picture and press Info down below, you can see whether or not they're saved as a JPEG. And that's the file that we need to save it as. If they're not, if you click on it, go up to File, Export. We want to make sure that we're exporting it as a JPEG. We'll click on Export. For ease of use, we'll just export it right to the desktop. I'll click OK. Now I'm going to delete this one so I don't get confused. So I'll just click on it, press delete. I'll find that picture on my desktop that I saved, and there it is as a JPEG. Just drag it into iPhoto, drop it. Now when I go into iMovie, that photo will be there ready for me to use.